You might feel tired, but you can't fall asleep. You try to focus, but your mind keeps drifting. You forget things more often, and your body feels heavier than it used to. Many people think it's just aging, but often it's something else. It's stress, and more specifically, it's cortisol. Cortisol is your body's stress hormone. It helps you wake up, it gives you energy, it helps you react when things go wrong. But when stress doesn't stop, when cortisol stays high all day and night, your brain and body begin to pay the price. It gets harder to sleep, harder to think, and harder to feel like yourself. In this video, we'll talk about what cortisol really does, why it's not always bad, and how to bring it back into balance, gently and naturally. Because your health after 60 doesn't just depend on what you eat or how you move, it also depends on how your body handles stress. And today we're going to help your body remember how to feel calm again. Cortisol is made in a small part of your body called the adrenal glands. These sit on top of your kidneys. When your brain senses stress, it sends a signal to these glands, and in response, they release cortisol into your blood. This process is called a stress response. It's fast, it's automatic, and it's designed to protect you. Cortisol tells your body to raise blood sugar so you have more energy. It raises your blood pressure so blood can move quickly. It makes you more alert so you can react fast. In short bursts, this response is helpful. If you're in danger, it prepares you to act. But the problem is, most modern stress isn't short, it's constant. It doesn't come from tigers or storms. It comes from bills, news, noise, and worry. And when your body thinks you're always under stress, cortisol stays high, even when you're trying to rest. That's when things begin to shift. Sleep gets lighter, memory fades, the brain feels foggy, and your body stays in fight or flight even when you're just sitting still. Cortisol also affects your immune system. It can make you more likely to get sick. It affects digestion. It affects hormones. And over time, it can even affect how you age. But this system isn't broken. It's overused. And the more we understand how cortisol works, the more we can work with it instead of against it. In the next section, we'll look at what happens when cortisol stays high for too long, and the early warning signs your body might be sending. High cortisol doesn't always feel dramatic. In fact, it often shows up in quiet ways. That's why so many people miss the signs. They think it's just getting older, but the body always gives clues. One of the first signs is poor sleep. You feel tired but can't fall asleep, or you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning wide awake. That's often because cortisol is too high when it should be low. Another common sign is brain fog. You may forget names more often, lose your train of thought, or feel like everything takes more mental effort than it used to. High cortisol can also cause weight gain, especially around the belly. Even if you eat the same, even if you try to walk or cut back, that's because cortisol tells your body to store fat for survival. You also notice feeling anxious for no clear reason, or getting irritated more easily. Your body may feel tense, your heart may race at times. These are signs your nervous system is overstimulated. Digestive changes are common too. You may feel bloated, constipated, or have less appetite. Cortisol slows digestion because the body thinks it's not a safe time to eat or rest. You may also notice your immune system changing. You catch colds more often, cuts take longer to heal, inflammation builds quietly in the background. All of these signs can seem unrelated, but when they show up together, fatigue, fog, belly fat, poor sleep, tension, it often points to one deeper issue. Your stress response is stuck. The good news is your body can reset. Cortisol can return to balance. And in the next section, we'll look at what happens when that balance is lost for too long and how it affects your long-term health. When cortisol stays high for too long, it begins to wear the body down. Not all at once, but slowly, quietly, layer by layer. Your brain starts to change. High cortisol shrinks the hippocampus, the part that controls memory. You might feel forgetful or find it harder to learn new things. It also affects the prefrontal cortex, the part that helps you focus and make decisions. That's why chronic stress makes people feel foggy, scattered, or confused. Your heart and blood pressure are affected too. Cortisol raises both. Over time, that increases the risk of heart disease, especially when paired with inflammation or poor sleep. Your blood sugar also changes. Cortisol tells your liver to release glucose into the bloodstream. That's helpful in emergencies, but harmful when it happens every day. It can lead to insulin resistance or even type 2 diabetes. Cortisol also weakens the immune system. You may feel run down or get sick more easily. Your body becomes slower to repair. Inflammation starts to build up. Muscle breaks down faster, bones become weaker, and hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and thyroid hormones start to fall out of balance. And because cortisol blocks melatonin, it makes deep, healing sleep almost impossible. You go to bed exhausted, but wake up tired, and over time that drains your energy and mood even further. But here's the truth, this process can be stopped. It can be reversed. Cortisol isn't the enemy, it's just overworked, and your body is waiting for a signal that it's safe again. In the next section, we'll talk about how to reset your stress response and how to guide your body back into a place of calm, healing, and balance. You don't need pills to lower cortisol. Your body already knows how to heal. It just needs the right conditions and the right message. The first step is breathing. Slow, deep breathing tells your brain, I'm safe. Try inhaling gently through your nose, holding for a few seconds, then exhaling slowly through your mouth. Just 5 minutes a day can begin to shift your nervous system out of stress. Next is routine. Your body loves rhythm. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time. Try eating meals at regular hours. This tells your brain that life is predictable and that it doesn't need to stay on high alert. Sleep is essential. Make your bedroom quiet, cool, and dark. Avoid screens before bed. Create a peaceful evening routine. When your sleep improves, cortisol naturally resets. Movement helps too. Gentle walks, stretching, or light exercise can clear excess cortisol from your system. You don't have to push hard. In fact, over-exercising can make things worse. Just move kindly and consistently. Food makes a difference. Avoid too much sugar, caffeine, or processed snacks. Choose foods rich in magnesium, omega-3s, and antioxidants, like leafy greens, walnuts, and salmon. These support your adrenal glands and calm inflammation. Nature heals. Step outside, feel the sun, listen to birds. Even a short walk among trees can lower cortisol levels and restore calm. Connection matters. Talk to a friend, laugh, listen to music that soothes you. Simple moments of joy send powerful signals to your brain. And perhaps most importantly, rest. Not just sleep, but true stillness. Sit quietly, breathe, give your body permission to stop, even for a few minutes. These aren't big changes, but when done gently every day, they begin to shift the way your body responds to life. And over time, cortisol lowers, healing begins, and you feel more like yourself again. In the next part, we'll talk about how you can protect your brain, memory, and clarity by balancing cortisol for the long term. Your brain is one of the most sensitive parts of your body when it comes to stress, and cortisol, when it stays too high for too long, can quietly damage the areas responsible for memory, focus, and mood. That's why managing cortisol isn't just about feeling calm, it's about protecting your brain for years to come. The hippocampus helps you remember things, but chronic stress makes it shrink. That's why people under stress often forget names, lose words, or struggle to recall details. Lowering cortisol gives the hippocampus space to repair. It helps memory feel clearer again. The prefrontal cortex helps with decision-making and focus. It's the part of the brain that helps you plan, organize, and stay mentally steady. When cortisol is too high, this part of the brain goes quiet. When cortisol goes down, it lights back up. Managing cortisol also helps prevent long-term brain inflammation, and that lowers your risk for conditions like Alzheimer's, dementia, and depression. This is especially important after 60, because as we age, the brain becomes more vulnerable, but it's also more responsive to gentle care. Small changes, like better sleep, a calm routine, or short daily walks, help protect the brain more than people realize. When cortisol is balanced, your brain can think more clearly, you remember things more easily, you react with more patience. You feel more like yourself, not overwhelmed, not foggy, not exhausted. It's never too late to support your brain, and it starts by telling your body it doesn't have to fight anymore. In the final section, we'll bring it all together and share a few small steps you can take starting today. Cortisol isn't your enemy, it's a survival tool. It helps you respond to life's challenges, but when the challenges don't stop, your body forgets how to turn that signal off. And that's when you start feeling tired, foggy, restless, and not quite like yourself. But here's the good news. Your body can relearn, your brain can recover, and your stress system can come back into balance, gently and without force. You don't need big changes, you need small, steady ones. Start with your breath, a few deep, slow breaths each morning. Protect your evenings, dim the lights, slow your pace. Let your body know it's time to rest. Move your body each day, but gently. A short walk, some light stretching. Movement clears stress and invites healing. Eat simply, rest often, Speak kindly to yourself. And don't rush. Healing doesn't happen in one night. It happens through rhythm, through care, through consistency. Your brain still wants to be sharp, your body still wants to rest, and deep down, you already know what you need. So start where you are, start small, but start. Your clarity is waiting, your calm is possible, and your best years may still be ahead if you give your body the peace it's been asking for. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, we hope you'll give it a like. And if you want more calm, more clarity, and more natural ways to support your health after 60, we invite you to subscribe to Senior Health Live. Each week we share gentle, science-based videos made for you. No pressure, no judgment, just simple steps you can take to feel better, inside and out. Because your health still matters, your mind still matters, and your journey toward peace and strength is far from over. Thank you for watching. Take care of your breath, take care of your rhythm, and above all, take care of yourself. You deserve it.